Hello YouTube, this is Nerdy Lunatic 360. This is my first discussion video for YouTube. There might be a couple more coming in the next month or two. But my first discussion topic I wanted to bring up, since this is my first YouTube video, is about atheism. And as a teenage atheist myself, I've been looking on YouTube and looking at different atheist videos and seeing their own thoughts and opinions, and of course I agree with them, but I don't feel like there's enough teenage atheist videos, and this is kind of my own. So first off, I want to explain why I am an atheist. As a Christian, I never really believed in the Bible, the things that happen in the Bible. Like, for instance, I never really believed that probably Jesus was resurrected. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he was considered a holy Messiah and that he was betrayed by his disciples, but I don't believe that he was resurrected in general. I don't believe in all the different things about Moses. I believe that maybe there was a leader that led the Jews, I guess, to some kind of land. But and I don't really truly believe in Noah, basically, because I just don't believe in talking animals, and in general there are no talking animals. So yeah, basically, I feel like there's a lot of Christians haranguing atheists, if you don't understand that word, kind of like making fun of or ridiculing atheists because of their own kind of logic and ideals about faith. And it's, to me, that's ignorant, because a lot of Christians call atheists ignorant, and I feel like to have all these kind of weird and strange stories and to kind of like kneel down. And when I say kneel down, that is kind of like a servitude to slavery when I say kneel. So to me, to kneel down and kind of pray to something that you really don't know is kind of ignorant, and instead of to kind of bash on people that actually have logic. So I feel that a lot of teenage atheists like myself haven't really come out yet, because of course there's that, that whole idea of, well, when you tell your parents, what will they say, what will they do? Everyone basically worships God, so what happened. It's that whole idea of being judged, and a lot of Christians use that whole idea of being judged. You whatever you do in this life is judged in the afterlife. But to me, that just does not seem realistic. I used to believe that, but the whole thing was, I never really truly believed. I actually feared God. I never really truly believed that there was a heaven. I only kind of feared the idea that I might not get into it. So there's a whole lot of things that kind of lead you to be an atheist. For the atheist, of course, you understand this, but if a Christian is looking at this, or if Christians are looking at this, I hope that you understand this, and not to judge, because there are a lot of Christians that do not like to listen from an atheist point of view of why we have logic or why we want proof. Because, to tell you the truth, a lot of Christians kind of take that as a defense, and they, instead of actually listening, they kind of just say that, oh, well, you're going to hell, you're going to burn in the fires of hell. And that, to me, again, that's ignorant. So I see that as kind of like a joke. And I'm not that I'm saying that religion is a joke. I'm just saying that the ideals of religion is a joke. I consider myself an optimistic atheist. I do consider that maybe there is something at the end. I just don't think that there's a heaven at the end. I just don't think that there's a hell at the end. Um, I feel that a lot of people use that idea of heaven and hell as a way to to explain why they believe in God. And to me, that's just Christians being scared. They're scared of dying, or they're scared of death. Basically, they're scared of darkness. And again, as I said, I don't exactly believe in darkness, but I exactly don't believe in heaven or hell at all. So it's ridiculous when I hear someone saying, well, oh, you're going to hell if you don't believe in God, oh, you're a sinner. And the thing is, I'm not a sinner. There's a lot of atheists. Surprisingly, there's a lot of atheists, and the reason why um, they're not basically come out of the closet because they feel like their parents are gonna judge them, they're gonna forget about them. And I think that's unfair, because they do have a reason, like we all have a reason, and they shouldn't be judged for their own thoughts and opinions. And to me, the Bible is kind of like the slavery. It's basically you just basically have this one book that you're supposed to listen to and follow all the rules, and if you don't, you get judged in the afterlife. And I just feel like it's just fear of dying, it's just fear of death, and that's not a good excuse to basically have a religion. I feel like if you do have a religion, you should have a better excuse for why you have that religion. um and that's just the way I see it. Again, this is just to help other teenage atheists. And the way I kind of see atheism, it's not a cult. Atheism is definitely not a cult, because it's full of free thinkers. I feel like atheists aren't really converting people because we don't even believe in anything, so we're not really a religion, so we're not converting people. I'm definitely not converting people, but maybe one day I might try to inspire people. um you know you know in general, basically, I feel as though if Christians are looking at this, and if atheists are looking at this, I feel like if a Christian does say something, they should at least have a reasoning. They should be a little bit more intelligible with what they say, because I feel like a lot of Christians just use God as an excuse for everything, and I think that's not answering a question. That's not getting your point across. That's just you using some supernatural thing to answer your questions. I feel like an atheist, if he's on YouTube or if she's on YouTube, she should explain why she's an atheist. On the if an atheist does comments on a Christian's comment, I feel like you should explain why, and probably help that person understand, because a lot of Christians, again, don't understand, because to them, if you even say something wrong about God, then you're going to hell, or you're gonna suffer for eternity. I feel like that's just ridiculous. And as a 16-year-old, almost on the verge of becoming a grown up, because I only have 2 more years before I'm a grown up, but or adult. But to kind of have to grow up and to go to school, and to have to deal with these things in general, is frustrating. And I know that a lot of teenage atheists that are probably my age or probably older know this, because you don't really have freedom. You still don't have freedom, because you is in especially in the USA, there's a lot of Christians. Of course, the American thing is God bless America and all that. So of course there are Christians, and they're constantly looking at you, and they're constantly going to judge you if you do come out as an atheist. And my only advice is that never give up on what you, I guess, don't believe in. I guess don't let Christians scare you into being some kind of slave, or being some kind of Bible zombie. I mean, that's the way I see it. Is that you know you're basically this zombie of Christ, or of God. And it's kind of ridiculous, because you have all these things that you're told at an age that to not believe in anymore. You're told not to believe in Santa Claus, or the Tooth Fairy, or you know Bigfoot. I mean, you're told these things not to believe in. So how come we can't believe in those, but we can believe in God? He is the supernatural being. So, and the reason why I say this is because, and this is my last point, and then of course I will end the video. But the reason why I say this is because I went to a church, or I was dragged to a church, this this past Sunday, and basically this woman was talking about how God has given her the chance to wake up every morning, and she lost weight. She lost 10 pounds because of God, and she got 2 beautiful kids because of God. And I was just thinking this because all these people were saying, well, hallelujah and praise Jesus, and they were dancing around and shaking their bodies, and the whole thing is, I was thinking is, well, why are you using God as an excuse for why you lost weight or why you have children when you did that with your own free will? I feel like Christians are so into their religion, they're so serious about it, that they're actually willing to make up the idea that maybe God was speaking to them, and that's just, to me, that's not possible. I just feel like my idea is that, or my ideal is that, well, you exercised every day, and so that's how you lost the weight, and you had sexual intercourse with your husband, and that's how you got pregnant. That's just the way I see life, and I feel like a lot of Christians use God's name as an excuse for everything. Even playing basketball or playing football or just playing any sports in general. They use His name as an excuse, and that, to me, that's kind of ridiculous. Because if you were a true free person, if you had your own free mind, you wouldn't have to look up in the sky for why you did something with your own will, with your own thinking. You wouldn't have to look at the Bible just to have a good life. You shouldn't have to. And I feel like as an atheist, I think freely. I feel freely because I don't have to worry about some woman or man or thing in the sky looking down on me, judging me on everything I do. And I just hope that more people understand this and probably are inspired by this. And that's kind of the end of my discussion. Hope that you like this. I hope that I helped you out with something or inspired you, and please comment if you want to. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or atheist. Please comment. And hopefully I might post another video on this subject or another subject. So please subscribe, and thank you.